Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow seekers of greatness, I stand before you today as a fellow traveler on the journey toward peak performance. Our exploration today centers around the profound words of Elon Musk. The art of handling criticism is the secret weapon of those who achieve peak performance. Together, let us delve into the transformative power that lies within the often tumultuous realm of criticism, a power that, when harnessed with grace, can propel us toward our highest potential. In the vast landscape of human achievement, we encounter stories that transcend time, stories of triumph and resilience, often born out of rejection, skepticism, and criticism. Consider the journey of J.K. Rowling, the creative force behind the enchanting world of Harry Potter. Before the literary acclaim, she weathered rejection after rejection. Yet Rowling transformed these criticisms into stepping stones, guiding her toward unparalleled success. Today, we do not merely acknowledge the existence of criticism, we unravel its potential, the power to shape destinies, to refine characters, and to fuel the journey toward peak performance. Join me in exploring the transformative potential of handling criticism with grace as we learn to harness its energy for our personal and professional ascent. Criticism, often perceived as an unwelcome intruder, is a dynamic force that can either paralyze or propel us. When faced with criticism, our natural instincts kick in, triggering defensive reactions, self-doubt, and at times, a surge of anger. This initiates a cascade of negative emotions that weave a complex web, entangling us in a cycle where criticism begets negativity, impacting our self-esteem and subsequently our performance. Consider the scenario: a promising artist receives critical feedback on their work. In response, the artist might question their abilities, feel a pang of self-doubt, and in the worst-case scenario, abandon their artistic pursuits altogether. This negative cycle not only stifles creativity, but also diminishes the potential for growth and excellence. Now let's delve into the heart of our exploration, the transformative keys that will empower you to handle criticism with grace, unlocking the doors to your peak performance. Mindset shift. Elon Musk's words resonate deeply. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Handling criticism with grace begins with a profound shift in mindset, an embrace of criticism not as a setback, but as an opportunity for growth. It involves adopting a growth mindset, a perspective that views challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. To cultivate this mindset, recognize that every criticism, every challenge is an invitation to grow. It's an opportunity to refine your skills, broaden your perspective, and emerge stronger. A growth mindset transforms criticism from a threat to a tool that propels you toward your best self. Imagine an aspiring entrepreneur navigating the unpredictable terrain of a startup. When faced with criticism about their business model, a growth mindset empowers them to view it not as a roadblock, but as an essential checkpoint on their journey to success. Instead of being deterred, they welcome the challenge, recognizing that every critique is an opportunity for refinement and improvement. Emotional regulation. Navigating the tumultuous waters of criticism requires emotional regulation, a skill that anchors us in the storm and prevents us from being swept away by negative emotions. Mindfulness, the practice of staying present in the moment, becomes our steadfast anchor. In the face of criticism, practice mindfulness to observe your emotional reactions without judgment. Detach from immediate emotional responses and give yourself the space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about transforming them into constructive action. Consider the example of a professional athlete receiving criticism from a coach. Instead of succumbing to frustration or defensiveness, the athlete practices mindfulness, channeling those emotions into focused training sessions. The result is not only improved performance, but also enhanced emotional resilience. Feedback analysis. Criticism often arrives as a package of feedback, and within it lies the roadmap for improvement. Break down criticism into actionable points for continuous self-improvement. Seek specific feedback that serves as a compass, guiding you toward targeted growth. Ken Blanchard's words serve as a guiding light. Feedback is the breakfast of champions. Embrace criticism not as a bitter pill, but as a nourishing meal that fuels your journey toward excellence. By dissecting feedback into actionable insights, you transform criticism into a strategic tool for self-improvement. Consider the journey of a young entrepreneur who receives critical feedback on a project. Instead of viewing it as a setback, they analyze the feedback meticulously, identifying areas for refinement. This process not only enhances the project, but also sharpens the entrepreneur's business acumen. Continuous learning. The pursuit of peak performance is an ongoing journey of learning and improvement. Develop a hunger for knowledge that propels you forward. As the legendary coach John Wooden wisely noted, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. The journey toward your best self is continuous and fueled by a relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the face of criticism, view it as an invitation to learn and grow. Cultivate a learning mindset that thrives on challenges and welcomes opportunities for improvement. Each criticism becomes a chapter in the book of your personal and professional development, contributing to a narrative of continuous learning. Imagine a professional in the rapidly evolving field of technology receiving feedback on a project. Instead of resisting change, they embrace it, recognizing that criticism is an essential part of staying at the forefront of innovation. By continuously learning and adapting, they not only navigate criticism with grace, but also emerge as leaders in their field. Constructive self-talk. The dialogue we have with ourselves shapes our reality. Transform your inner dialogue by replacing self-criticism with constructive self-talk. Use positive affirmations as a daily dose of motivation and encouragement. As Les Brown wisely puts it, you must be willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Challenge the negative narratives that may arise in response to criticism. Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," affirm, "I am resilient, and I turn challenges into opportunities." By consciously shaping your self-talk, you fortify your mental resilience and cultivate a positive mindset. Consider the journey of an individual facing career challenges. Instead of succumbing to self-doubt after a performance review, they consciously reshape their internal dialogue. Affirmations such as, "I am capable, and every challenge is an opportunity to showcase my abilities," become their guiding principles, fostering resilience and a positive outlook. Peer mentorship. In the pursuit of handling criticism with grace, recognize the power of peer mentorship. Surround yourself with a support network of mentors and peers who have mastered the art of turning criticism into a force for good. Learn from their experiences, draw inspiration from their resilience, and let their wisdom guide you through the storm of criticism. Consider the power of collaboration in a team setting. A leader who fosters an environment of open communication and constructive feedback creates a culture where criticism is not a threat, but a tool for collective growth. By engaging in peer mentorship, individuals within the team empower each other to handle criticism with grace, creating a synergy that propels the entire team toward peak performance. Resilience through perspective. Criticism often serves as a lens through which we view our abilities and potential. Embrace criticism not as a verdict on your worth, but as a reflection of your potential for growth. Shift your perspective from seeing criticism as an attack on your capabilities to understanding it as an invaluable source of information. Consider the analogy of a gardener tending to a garden. When a plant shows signs of distress, the gardener doesn't take it as a personal failure, but rather as a signal to adjust the care and attention given. Similarly, criticism can be viewed as feedback signaling areas in need of nurturing and refinement. Goal-oriented action plans transform criticism into actionable steps by creating goal-oriented action plans. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, break down the feedback into manageable tasks that align with your overarching goals. This approach not only facilitates tangible progress, but also provides a roadmap for continuous improvement. Imagine an employee receiving feedback on their communication skills. Instead of feeling disheartened, they create a goal-oriented action plan. This might involve attending communication workshops, seeking mentorship, and setting specific milestones for improvement. By transforming criticism into a strategic action plan, they not only enhance their communication skills, but also demonstrate a commitment to growth. As we conclude this journey into the heart of handling criticism with grace, take a moment to reflect on the transformation that awaits you. Peak performance is not reserved for the chosen few, but is the birthright of those who navigate challenges with resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of themselves. Criticism is not an adversary, but an ally that sharpens your skills, refines your character, and propels you toward greatness. Today, you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, one where criticism is not a hindrance but a stepping stone to your highest potential. As you traverse your journey for self-growth, always remember and consistently practice these keys for peak performance. Embrace growth. View criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. Stay mindful. Practice mindfulness to stay present and detached from emotional reactions. Act on feedback. Break down criticism into actionable points for continuous self-improvement. Cultivate a learning mindset. Develop a hunger for continuous learning and improvement. Positive self-talk. Transform your inner dialogue with constructive self-talk and positive affirmations. Build a support network. Surround yourself with mentors and peers who can guide you through the challenges. Resilience through perspective. Embrace criticism as a reflection of potential for growth rather than a verdict on your worth. Goal-oriented action plans. Transform criticism into actionable steps with goal-oriented action plans. As you step into your life's arena, armed with the wisdom to handle criticism with grace, remember that your journey to peak performance is a testament to your resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Go forth, handle criticism with grace, and let it be the wind beneath your wings as you soar to new heights of excellence. The world awaits the transformation that comes when you master the art of handling criticism with grace.